President Biden is considering a pause on federal gas taxes. The average national price of gas is still around $5 a gallon. However, it has dipped slightly from its all-time high last week. A gas tax holiday would bring down prices by more than 18 cents per gallon, at least temporarily. Mr. Biden says a gas tax holiday is just part of what he's considering to help ease the financial burden at the pump.
Well, I hope I have a decision based on data I'm looking for by the end of the week.
Will you be sending Americans gas tax cards, gas rebate cards?
Well, that's part of what we consider. That's part of the whole operation.
A gas tax holiday would need approval from Congress, and it's something that Republicans dismissed earlier this year when prices first started to rise. CBS News political contributor and Washington Post deputy politics editor Sean Sullivan joins us now for more. Sean, always good to have you.
Yeah.
So tell us, do you think that pausing the federal gas tax is actually a viable solution? Is it likely going to get approval from Congress?
Well, this is something that remains under debate, not just among the president's critics in the Republican Party, but even among Democrats. We've heard some Democrats who are skeptical that this could actually work. They're skeptical, they say, that these oil companies and gas companies will actually pass on these savings to consumers. And that's coming from, the president's own party. And then, as you alluded to earlier, there's resistance among Republicans who say, look, this is a gimmick. This is something that is not going to work. What we really should be doing is expanding our drilling capacity and drilling for more oil in more places. And so the reality of this is it's not as if President Biden can just wave a magic wand and say, look, we are going to suspend this gas tax, because it'll have to go through Congress. It'll face challenges. This Congress has been gridlocked on a great many things. Democrats have the narrowest of majorities in the Senate. They have a narrow majority in the House. And given the resistance, even in the president's own party to this, it's a real open question about whether this can actually succeed.
And Sean, just to get back to some of the president's plans to battle these gas prices, he also said that gas rebate cards are on the table. How would that work exactly? Who would get them? How would they distribute them?
Yeah, that's another interesting idea that this White House has been looking at for some time. And it's unclear at this point exactly, one, if they're actually going to implement such a program, and two, how it would work. The idea behind such a program in general terms would be to have cards sent to Americans that they could use at the pump. And, in general, this kind of idea is something that has been embraced by strategists I've heard from in both parties, who say that whether it's paying for gas or other things, this is something where, look, American people receive something. It's a tangible benefit that they can use, that they can touch, that they can hold. But the challenges are in terms of distribution. How would this work? How quickly could you get this to the American people? How would you partner with gas stations to make sure that people could use these? How would you, what if any limitations would you put on them? So it's an idea that, in concept, in the big picture, sounds simple, but then in terms of actually deploying it around the country and getting it to people, it's a really, really complicated idea. And so that's one reason I think why it's still not totally clear whether this is actually going to get rolled out and actually work in an effective way.
But like you said, they've got to at least appear to be doing something or trying whatever they can. All right. Well, Sean Sullivan, thank you so much. Always appreciate having you with us.
Thanks.